Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. New week, new Mirror Dungeon 2 hard run. I'm going to be doing Bleed this time. More specifically, Bleed that isn't focusing on N Corp. But I noticed something that seems like actually kind of insane, possibly. Really good for us Bleed stuff. I don't know, the high speed inflicts +1 bleed whenever they inflict bleed. And I'm fairly certain that means that includes bleed count? If I'm right about this, and because of the fact Rhino Mersault's probably going to be like a high speed always, this means he might be able to get super good benefits from Honglu's passive with like a lot of his like just random bleed counts since he otherwise doesn't have any bleed potency. And that's wrong button. That's the basic idea I want to try and attempt for here. I'm still going to have a lot of N Corp units because, you know, that's what most bleed stuff is, but of course. Yeah, starting out with these 5. Some of which are, you know, actually pretty good as far as, like, bleed's concerned. Some of which, are, like, some decent nails on some of them. Some, like, decent bleed all around from these units. Even if some of them have, like, some skills that are pretty bad. Like, you've got a lot of tremor focus. That's kind of unfortunate, but we can ignore that. You've actually got a fair bit of nails. I actually think I uptied both of these two to uptie 4 for the sake of this. But that's fine. And, if we do you first, we might just send in, like, we might do, like, something like this. For now, I think that'll work. And of course, we don't have N Corp Heathcliff yet. We'll add him later, but because he's, like, not as bleed-oriented, I'm not too concerned. He's super good for us. That's for sure, but he's not as important for, like, the bleed side of things. Yeah, the important thing is we need to get some bleed ego gifts. That's for sure. Ooh, we can get whistles off. Turn 2. That's really good. Yeah, healed some people up. Got a little bit of fanatic. Some of these guys probably have nails from some of our random attacks. I'd assume. That should be good. Because, like, Wound Claire would be insane for us. Because we do have a lot of things that inflict bleed, but in, like, small quantities. For example, you've got 2 bleed, you've got, like, 1 bleed, 1 bleed, 1 bleed, 2 bleed. Wound Cleared, I'm pretty sure counts bleed count. I still don't actually know. That's the kind of thing I really should know if it'll include stuff like that. But I guess we'll find out. I also think I leveled up all the units I'm using for this run to 35. I think I've been stockpiling up XP tickets for long enough. I'm also at a point where I've got an insane amount of encapsulation modules, so I really need to do more XP luck excavations. And I've got everything at level 30, so I guess I want to get everything to 35 next, because thread luck excavations don't really seem worth using encapsulation on that much. I mean, I guess it's decent, but it's like, what, 2 modules with 3 thread? It's even worse if you do this spam skip. Other units that would be good. Of course, like, either of the Gossipians would be really good for us. Because that's just a bunch of bleed. And I guess if we get, like... We could, like, get some weird tremor synergy possibly going off if we do end up getting White Gossipium. Because you've got a Tremor Burst. We've got some, like, Tremor Burst, like, egos, too. We've got stuff like your, Pursuance, your Rhyme Shake. Guess we should have probably gone for Fluid Stack on Dawn if we wanted to go for that, though, since that's also a Tremor Burst. Not that it should make too much of a difference. Yeah, once again, I'm doing Mirror Dungeon 2 hard this week. The minute you know, the weekly refresh happened, because, new ego today. And I do not want to do an ego-oriented run for Mirror Dungeon 2 hard, so I'm just going to do a normal run, and that'll be tomorrow's episode. For Yasunyata Heathcliff. That'll be certainly something. Obviously, just how good it is, it seems like it's got a lot of very random things for it. It could be good. It really could. How well it'll work with Sun Tower itself is still in the air, I'd say. Oh, there's a Tremor. Tremor synergy. Perhaps. But it'll definitely be good. wonder if it'd be good for like. I'm just trying to think of like. I mean, it'll probably be good for Rabbit Heathcliff, if nothing else. Just as a way to like heal allies SP and stuff like Refraction Railway 2. Since everyone brings Rabbit Heathcliff if you know you're trying to play optimally, that is. Which not everyone is trying to play optimally, and that's something important to keep in mind. A lot of people just like using units they like to use, and even in stuff like Refraction Railway 2. And I very much respect that, that's for sure. Hard to say though, we're gonna have to see what it actually costs. It's another Heat Ego. People don't really use Heathcliff Telepult too much, because it's really good for damage, but like also a little mapper damage compared to a lot of other good damage egos, because it's I actually don't know why I feel like people don't really talk about Heathcliff Telepult enough. I feel like every time I mention how insane it can roll. With this like possible 54 roll, but if you just have a single other enemy skill. There I go saying it again. But I really feel like I've heard no one like even like bring it up in like passing thought even. Now granted, I don't talk to people about, you know, their preferred egos that much. But it's the kind of thing I feel like I should hear about more often than I do. I don't know. Telebolts are really funny because then you like on one side of the scale you've got Dawn Telebolt, which is like stupidly good for like charge stuff, kind of. Cost of Sandy is not great. It's like Kanto 2 Abnogoons, I think. No, it's Proceeding Inquisitors. Yeah, you can get Proceeding Inquisitors before. That would do it. What's it saying though? Yeah, but then on the other side you've got like Faust Telebolt, who like no one gives a passing thought because not only is it in competition with Fluid Sac, but it's, you know, supposed to synergize with Warp Faust, but in a way that really doesn't benefit her, giving her a bunch more extra damage. But the damage is based off her charge count, and it's on a unit that isn't even great damage. Well, I mean, she can use it for other things. It could be good if you want to go for like a very damage-oriented, like, other Faust, and if you'd have like charge Ego Gifts or something like that. That's still a passive, and it's like pretty good like damage up though. It definitely could have potential in like certain builds, but it's the kind of ego that's a little too setup-y for its own good. We're gonna demolish you, then we're gonna like Gripping Enactment, Focus Strike you. Something like that should work. Because Mercel will be able to get rid of all this guy's instincts, and everyone is gonna be mainly focusing on killing the guy who's staggered. We should be able to do it. Gripping is pretty good damage, it's staggered after all. Yeah, I didn't need all those attacks. I could have just gone with the enactment, I think. Yeah. That's fine. We only lost one attack. And we're still doing great. Nice. Get a little bit of paralyzed just to make sure. He actually might have negative coins. I feel like they've got mostly negative coins, these guys do. So maybe the paralyzed isn't the best thing, but it doesn't matter because he's staggered. Question of the day, though. What's your favorite? Which of the N Corp units do you like the most? There's 6 of them in total. There's a lot of variety between like just how good they are, what they can do. They all have like some focus on nails, really, but there's still a lot of variety within them just because of how many there are. This isn't really great. Yeah, no. Okay, perks, personally, like, I like Rip Sinclair a lot, but honestly, a unit that I kind of like more than I really know why is I feel like I just kind of like N Corp Rodion a fair bit. I don't know, she's a fun unit for some reason. Could not tell you why. God, we are poor right now. Golden Urn this early could be really game-changing, but Sunshower is good, Late Bloom Tattoo is good. Mersol's skill could be super good. Leave your answers in the comments below on the question, though. But as far as team goes, of course, we're taking you. N Corp you. Throw on your egos. We're gonna throw on Kurokumi you for your passive. We'll give you egos just in case something goes wrong, though. Because chances are something might go wrong. It is Mirror Dungeon 2 hard. But then, the 7th member of the team is going to be Chef Gregor. I know that is an insane choice, that's for sure, but he's got a decent bit of bleed. Not like the best, that's for sure, but like he could do something. So we'll go for it. We'll take Golden Urn so that we can be in a good spot for the future. And as much as I'd like to change Mersault's skills or do something like that, we're just gonna press on now. Add you to the team though. We're not adding you till next floor though. Absolutely not. Or not next floor, 4th floor, 2 floors. I think this synergy could be good. Now that we have Honglu, high speed person is going to be inflicting us bleed. It's you this turn. You don't inflict bleed with any of these attacks. Doesn't your counter inflict? No, your counter inflicts nails. Not bad, but not good either. We can get some sanity up. That'll be good for you. And for Purify, with a little bit of sanity, you'll probably be in a good spot. Could hit you and someone else randomly. Yeah. These guys resist bleed. We don't have like the most bleed synergy going on yet, so that's pretty fine with me. We get a little bit of nails gripping, and it's 5 nails infliction. Always good. That thing's just staggered. Okay, now you're the one who gains. You don't have your skill 1, so you can't inflict bleed, so we once again cannot see Honglu's skill in action. That's fine. We get another whistles off. We get your sanity up even more, and someone else is just going to randomly gain Fanatic. Could not tell who it was that gained the additional Fanatic. Which means there's a decent chance it was like... Oh yeah, that's how they're changing it. That's right. Oh, sorry. I got distracted. Yeah, decent chance it was someone who can't be fanaticized. But they're changing it so now, in situations like that, when whistles triggers... this is the update today. They mentioned the patch notes. Stuff like whistles, where it's a tie who it chooses, it'll choose based on the order you selected the units. So, for example, if we were to trigger whistles here, if after the patch comes out today, these two will be the game to get... No, that's not what I mean. It'll be... you and you, I think. Yeah, these two would be the ones who gain Fanatic, aka the worst people to get it. Because they're the ones I sent in first and second on the unit selection screen. Which is a really cool way. It'll make it matter in stuff like Abno fights, what order you sent people in. And that's pretty cool. You don't have any bleed infliction. You kind of don't have a lot of bleed infliction on a lot of our people, huh? That'll be fine. That'll be just a nice change of whistles. I'm sure it'll be a good change for other things. Whistle is what comes to mind most. Victory. That died pretty easily. Another nice little quality of life change. There's a couple like decent fixes they're doing. Like they're finally fixing the sun shower passive bug. But very good to hear. That update will be out more or less by the time you watch this video, of course, since this video is being released mid-maintenance. I guess something else I'm gonna be. I've got an updated version of the random team generator. I'm gonna be posting that tonight, probably during maintenance. I'll hopefully remember to like link that below if you don't know what I'm talking about. Basically like a little tool I made that randomly generates teams. And I've updated to add the new Heat Ego and add a couple of other random like functions you can do with it. That'll be cool. Stuff like being able to like enable like the possibility of there being like no egos rolled for tests and he's instead of it always picking an actual ego, you can just get nothing. Still like more is to be done, of course. I don't have it. I don't have a way to make it so you can only get like only like identities. There's not a way to like set it so like, oh, you can input what you have and don't have, so it only rolls stuff you have. Hopefully I'll do that eventually, but for now that is beyond my capabilities. Nice. A lot of those guys got staggered since we were going for a lot of strong attacks there. That'll probably be a stagger. Do we have any other good blunt attacks? I guess we could go for like enactment. That'll work decently, I'd say. You do that. Demolish. Yeah, demolish this guy. You do that there, and you do that there. That'll work decently. I guess this might fail. That's fine though. Yeah, she's got it. And it staggers. That's the important part. Bugger. What a funny passive. Just +1 coin power if there's 4 N Corp people on the team. Like, we get even stronger if we had Grips and Clear, but I don't want to focus on that, because this passive buffs every single N Corp ally by 10% damage if you have a certain amount of them on the team. But he also has, like, very little actual synergy with the bleed stuff, so I just decided against it. We've done it before, so there's no need to worry about it this time. That's my way of thinking about it, at least. You bleed to death. Oh, no, you don't. I thought he had 3 coins for a second. No, just 2 coin attack. Could have bled to death, though. It was theoretically possible. This one just gets pummeled to death, which means we get to buff people, thanks to execution. So cool. And that'll do it. Nice. So now we get possibly Eco Gift here. Could be good. Could be bleed. Bleed. Blood. Blood. We love blood. And charge. Oh, this is actually good for us. 2 haste and 1 final power up to Mersault if he has 7+ charge. That's not bad. No. I don't want that. That'll just spend Mersault's charge. I'd rather him save his charge. And it gives us a pretty minor benefit. Okay, Pierce. Either Moril or Nico. Pierce attacks going through. This is a neutral. I mean, unless we want to, like, Sangra de Sancho this. Like, I mean, I could, I guess. Sure, why not? Let's Sangra de Sancho this. It's its time. And it actually did get ahead, so that's good. You knew I was doubting it. You knew I was doubting it significantly. This is a good dude. This is a good damage. I'm pretty sure Heathcliff's skill 1's the only one with any sort of bleed nails on it, which is fine. I'm not too worried about that. Oh? Mersault win these? He almost did. It was very close at several occasions. Oh. Faust won that one, though. That thing is dead. Okay, neutral. That should hopefully be fine. It'll take a little bit of nail, a little bit of bleed. You're not doing great, Mersault. Like, luckily he's the tank, so, like, it doesn't matter if he's doing poorly. He's still winning in our hearts. That was close. Good job, though, Faust. Third coin does nothing, because that's just the one that gains additional damage against people with nails, I think. Otherwise, third coin doesn't have anything special, so it's not really the one you want to be left, but, like, it damages damage. And also means Faust didn't take damage, so that's also an important thing to keep in mind. Yeah, Mersault won that clash, though, and he'll stagger in the process. Good. Nice. God. So much. Why is your speed so good? I guess Maybe Mersault has been going first and I haven't been realizing it, because keep on meaning to actually test the Honglu thing, see if his passive actually works for bleed count infliction. And I haven't been paying attention when it counts, I think. Either that or, Mersault's just, not had enough speed any of these times. These guys are resisting him because of his slash tech, but he's inflicting a stupid amount of bleed count, but there's no bleed on that guy, and he's going to take pretty minor damage from it because of that, yeah. Well, gripping will inflict, like, some bleed. That's good, at least. Not much, but, like... Oh, Lenticulus will. There we go. That's the bleed we were looking for. There's just not very good bleed potency units in the game. Since Nails is so bleed count focused, and since, this guy's only bleed count, you're, like, the only person who's good for bleed potency in the entire game, and even then, like, you've got pretty small amounts of it. Your passive's also the same as, Honglu's, but you're actually probably really good to have for the bleed infliction, so I'm sticking with you. Honglu, don't get me wrong, Honglu could be super good for the bleed infliction too, but, like, his secondary is, anti-bleed synergy for some reason. So if we get like Red Stain, Gossipium, Honglu's secondary is just awful for the rest of the run. As with Charge, gain damage up. More resources, Poise. Ooh, I'll take Poise. I like Poise. I do definitely understand that Charge probably would have been a good pick too. You're the only one who's taking any damage, that's fine. Ooh, event. Ooh. Stars. This will greatly increase our chances of getting something bleed-oriented. Who's best here? 2 out of 3 is probably good chances. 1 out of 2 is... Or you need 2 out of 2, actually. You're the worst for this, I think. You might be the best. One of these two, that's for sure. I mean, either 95 or 295 out of 3. Yeah, you got this. That's definitely the best chance. Oh, and we get another Abno fight, which means if we do get the 70% EO gift drop, we'll have 2 choices here. And, like, there's some bleed stuff that would be super good for us. Of course, because this is, like, a bleed team, and bleed teams always have lust, stuff like the Rusted Dagger, or Rusted Knife. Whatever it's called, I actually do not remember, huh? It's something along those lines, though. I'm sure you know the one. Probably. God, these things are so annoying to clash against. What if we get the Lust Resonance? Will that change anything? Oh, it actually, yeah. That works. Okay. I don't know how you managed to get 2 tails there, but, good job, Ryoshu. Crits. Almost was enough to stagger that guy. And that guy did get staggered. Cool. And then Infirm Retribution, of course, good damage. Yeah, just instantly demolishes that guy. Alright. And they resist Lust, don't they? Or no, do they resist Sloth? I know they resist Wrath and either Lust or Sloth. It's starting to seem like they're weak to Lust, though, based on the amount of damage we're dealing with a lot of our attacks. Yeah, it seems like it. I think they resist Sloth. Yeah, they're fatal to Lust. That makes sense, though. Neutral. Sweetie Bash will, like, win a clash. They're lying a little bit, so I actually can't tell. I'm sure that's fine, though. Purify works? Yeah, Purify works. I believe in you to get the kill. Alright. Okay, you won the clash. That's good. Looking good. Execution? Oh, yeah, this kills, definitely. They resist Pride, but, like, you're staggered, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. So we have our little buffs. Towards your little killing endeavor you guys are going for. Your little killing hobby. No, we actually didn't attack that guy again. Alright, fair enough. Heathcliff's got it. Yeah. Staggered, healing, rupture, fine. Not bleed, but we get another Abno fight immediately here.
파우스트가
That's
나설
good.
만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
Okay.
여러분에게
This should be good. Meticulous World's gonna demolish one of you. Rhino Ram's probably pretty good on, like, you. Yeah, that works. Execution. Purify this guy. And we go for, like, some of these. Sure.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
Yeah.
알겠어.
Purified. Plus coin drop, of course. Such a random thing to inflict plus coin drop. Or we've got something else that inflicts plus coin drop now, don't we? What am I thinking of? Is there something else that inflicts plus coin drop now? Or am I getting mistaken? Maybe I'm just getting confused with, like, Ishmael Vav having something similar, which will release eventually, of course. It's not good. You got this? Yeah, you got this. Alright. You can demolish one of these guys. You can clean up this thing. Something like a cackle so it dies. Probably purge that. Good. They're not all dying, but, like, that's fine. It'll be good damage against a lot of them. Yeah, that guy barely survived. I'm glad I think I hit that person again. Hit that sin creature again. He's got a tails. Abno's kind of just cheat in general when it comes to coin flips. I'm fairly certain. Hard to say, I guess. I just don't trust them. They're little demon spawns after all. I think it's understandable to not trust them. And we do this, and we'll do decently here. I was actually kind of hoping that Mursal lost that clash, because then he could, then he would have still bled out. But that's fine. Apple, good. Enactment should kill. No, I guess it shouldn't, because it wasn't staggered, so he still took normal damage from Blunt, yeah. Well, both these things are super low. So, like, this is enough. This thing bleeds to death. And this thing gets hit by a single attack and perishes. Yeah. So far, our bleed synergy is not, but, in time. Lothar Blunt, gain blunt power. Blunt damage does SP damage. Did we take the SP damage? I know this is super good for us, but, like, it's not bleed synergy, so we'll just take the SP stuff. That'll work well enough for me. You're really good for sinking, aren't you, if I don't command anything? We don't have any sinking. I think command life heals people or something, or command death heals people or something? Am I right? If we don't command anything, that's how we actually get the ego gift. If you command life, I think people get healed. Or is it death and we get healed? One of these two is cost and the other one's healing. And I don't remember which is what. Ooh. Oh, this is awful. This is really bad for us. That we don't have anyone that can do this. Because in case you don't know, you fail this one and everyone takes a stupid amount of damage. %5 chance of success. What do you mean 5% chance of success? I can promise you none of these have 5% chances of success. Yeah, everyone here is just taking a bunch of damage. That is unfortunate. I forgot how rough of a check that is. Yeah, God. That's awful. We've got to deal with K Corp guys now. Specifically the Refraction Relay 1 K Corp guys. That's the only thing on this floor that is a /weak non-Abno fight.
가능하면 다치시지 않게 싸우셨으면 좋겠어요.
Oh yeah, we don't even get to choose our attacks, and our Sandy's so awful right now. Ugh. This is really bad, huh? We can get whistles off. We can get whistles off, though. Could save us. Could save us. Maybe go for a couple, like, stuff like that. Remove a Lust Defend. I know you've got a Lust Evasion, which is not... your gripping is actually better for that. That's fine. Sandy Healing. It hit Faust and Dawn, I think that was. Sure. I guess.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
Winning some clashes, though. We almost won that one. Not quite, though. 46 damage. God. Yeah, I am not careful enough with the Heavenly Beast, whatever. Oh, do you die? Oh, you're dead.
꽤 강한 충격이었어.
Alright.
나의 버프는 괜찮아.
Well, I guess that just means we're gonna get her support pass. Which is basically Kurokumo Honglu's, so, there's still a silver lining out there. We need to use Amigos, though. You don't have any slashes. They resist Pierce, though, so your Blunt is the best option. Like a Body Sack there. We'll use a couple Egos. Oh, Fluid Sack, absolutely. We need that. Even Enactment's doing awfully here. Jeez. We need more Egos. Sangre de Sancho. What is cast? And we hope for the best, honestly, with a lot of these. Our Sandy's not great. That Heavenly Commander's Beast, I think it is, kind of ruined us. Oh. Alright. You know, it said there were decent chances there, so I kind of believed them. Guess I shouldn't have. No trespassing is dangerous. Oh. Seems like you're clashing against it again. You die? You die? This is gonna be an interesting run, it seems.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
It's very funny how our two non-N Corp units just kind of died. I think I might pick up Grips and clear this next shop. Just 'cause I feel like we're being pushed down a path.
승객이 조용해졌어.
We didn't even win with... yeah, alright.
찌깍찌깍 해줘야 돼.
Alright. It only lasts for like, what, 4 turns? 3 turns. And I don't even know if they both got the healing there. That's the thing. Okay, no trespassing with your first one. That's the only no trespassing. That's the only thing we need to be really scared of. And you're clashing against that. You could corrode a telepole. Could be good there. You're gonna resist it though. But Body Sack's gonna lose. Yeah, it's neutral. Okay, how about a ADD? Favored? This could be corroded though. Actually, what if we manly corroded? How's it looking then? That's dominating, it says. I'm gonna go for the Gloom Resonance turn. Because that'll probably do something. And I'll have you guys just defend, honestly. There's no reason to do much beyond doing a little bit of damage here, because they're just going to heal it up. We don't have the offensive power to out-damage their 25% healing per turn for these few turns that they have it. God. Okay, you managed to get all heads even at middling sanity. That's really good.
그래도 언제나 추월할
Well, this
수는
hits both of them. I'm thinking. Not the most, since it's not the corroded version, but we get a Fluid Sack off, we get more sanity healing. And our ego resources are probably not looking too good. We already have, like, no sloth, which is really bad because we can't use Pursuance. Mersault's dead, though, so it doesn't matter anymore. Wacky how that goes. You reduce your damage taken. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you guys don't heal anymore, I don't think, so our damage is actually, like, going to matter now. We got a Pride Resonance going, it'll do nothing for us. Sandy's looking bad. This is a neutral. What do we not want to risk? Okay, they're not going for the super strong attack this turn, so we're fine taking a couple riskier clashes. We're gonna go for one more Fluid Sack. Safety, because we still really need it. You just counter that guy. And then what is cast this guy? You can body sack this guy? That's dominating. Okay, that works for me. And then you're just gonna... You could attempt enactment. Could work. Could work. Sure. I'll go for it so that we're not using only egos. Getting some nails off. Maybe we can start stacking some bleeding on these things. This fight is not going well.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
That one Abno just ruined us entirely. We would have been fine here if not for that.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
Not a lot of bleed units for us to take. I think we do need to take Grip Sinclair because I don't even know if there's anything else like bleed oriented that we have that we don't already have on our team. I'll like check everyone, make sure I'm not missing anything, but like Yisong doesn't have anything bleed oriented. Ishmael doesn't have anything bleed oriented. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have like any bleed despite it being a she that you'd think would have, you know, some bleed.
가능하면 다치시지 않게
Yeah, they're not
싸우셨으면
healing anymore.
좋겠어.
That's good. You're getting staggered this turn, no matter what. We can get the whistles going. Oh, we're actually starting to win clashes now. That's good. That's beautiful. Yeah, we'll do this.
정화.
Since we're looking a lot better now.
승객이 딱
Yeah,
공간
okay.
먹였어. 활그로.
A lot of fanatics next turn. That'll be cool. We're gonna be doing decent things. This is a little scary. I really should have been a little more careful about the no trespassing, especially when it's going for someone who's, you know, weak to blunt. But luckily this guy's sanity is pretty bad. I think thanks to the rhyme shank, really. And the fact thanks to the lowest star, we're just inflicting SP damage with every hit.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Well, we're definitely gonna make sure we get one more whistles off here. Get everyone's sanity to I think everyone's sanity's at max now. So we should be doing pretty good. Barring our, you know, 2 deaths, but like, that's how it goes.
죽음으로 참여.
관리자님,
Okay.
역시 저는 생각하지 못하는 방법을
Oh, yeah,
떠올리시는군요.
we're fine. If we can get like something, if we can get like I definitely wouldn't say no to like a grand welcome around now. No bleed still, really. Burn doesn't really help us that much. Thinking, maybe, rupture, charge. I guess we'll take this. Envy inflicts sinking all the low. We'll try and synergize with some of the low synergy stuff a little bit, I guess. Might as well. We've got some envy attacks. But now we finally get another shot. Rico, Lightning Rod Dashes. Hong Lu's skill. Do we want to change Hong Lu's skills? I don't think so. We should give him another skill 3 maybe, though. Well, we're adding you. Because we kind of need it, I think, for safety. And anyone else. It's just you 3 who aren't on the team. You've got nothing, of course. You've got nothing, of course, because if you're like, oh, she will have bleed. No bleed, not in the slightest. Poise instead. And then, of course, you have, like, nothing. Okay, what is your... No, your blade lineage is just... Poise, yeah. G Corp is just thinking on this one, yeah. So we'll just take Sinclair here. It'll cost 100. We've still got some cost remaining. We could change Hong Lu's skill. Give him another skill 3. Change a skill 2 to a skill 3, maybe? The skill 2 is kind of bad for us. I mean, the skill 2 is not bad for us. We have awful bleed still. Let's see. No, not really. Not really. You just do a 1 to 2. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much cost here. That'll be a minor improvement, but an improvement nonetheless. And we need more events, I think. Ooh. That's more resources. I think we're doing kind of awful in Gloom right now because of how many fluid sacks I had to use. That's fine. Our momentum's building back up. Illusion of free choice. And we'll do like... We'll change our order stuff a little bit. I don't really want you to be, like, the first person, I guess. You can be second, though, maybe? Not that it really matters, I don't think.
이단에게
Our good
철의
bleed people are
단죄를.
dead. Now we've just got a lot of nails, and we're just trying to scrape on whatever bleed we'll be able to get our hands on. Still no bleed ego gifts.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈
Okay.
거야.
Immediate self-destructive purge. We can get a Lust Resonance going for the whistles. We don't really want whistles, though, anymore. That's a hopeless... Oh, it's because of Gregor. Yeah, that makes sense. Suddenly one day wins this clash and will be net neutral sanity, so sure. What does the passive do?
아, 깜짝이야. 휘둘러버릴 뻔했네.
I know it's different now, but look, if you heal 15 and gain protection, the effect activates one random ally and one random enemy lose more SP. Sure. I knew it was changed, and it sure is something not memorable. Okay, we still lost this suddenly one day, so there goes your chances of, you know, actually losing sanity.
떼어내주지.
Although Sinclair is getting all heads at -10.
이
Wow.
공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
One of those days.
저 사람들
Well, fine. We can take a little bit of damage. Yeah, no one's been taking... These guys aren't doing too bad. Some of these attacks can really hurt, like, quick jabs can really hurt if you're weak to Pierce, but none of them are going forward, and it's also a pretty pathetic roll, so... 7 situational. Struggling? Yep, it's probably not struggling, though, so we'll roll with it. Enactment is, in fact, struggling. Do we defend that? I think. Dominating. We're gonna get whistles to trigger. Oh, whistles actually won't hit Sinclair. Oh! It'll hit you two, because Sinclair's actually got more sanity than these guys. Because those two were still pretty low, because they took a big sanity debuff from the Heavenly Beast.
되는 건 즐겁네요.
But Sinclair, because he got hired more recently, his sanity was still doing bad, so that's pretty good for us. Ooh. You're fine. You're weak to slash. God.
저희가 이길 것 같아요.
I need to be more careful. I've had a little bit too easy of a time with some of the recent Near Dungeon 2s. This definitely means I'm getting, like, my form empties this run, which I'm, like, probably fine with. It'll be interesting. Okay, dominating, not actually dominating necessarily, though. Immoral Enactment should be fine against a quick jab, because chances are he'll get at least one tails. Yeah. Oh, it's third turn! We've got perfect odds. Of course we're doing wonders.
즐겁네요.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
And this thing just dies instantly, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2 coins.
훌륭하오. 이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 다 죽어라.
Alright. That's all good still, I think. We get an event? I mean, it just burns us. Yeah, it just does wrath damage to us next turn. That's, like, very minor. And we've got, like, some bleeds, or we've got some burn stuff, because we do have Sinclair now. So maybe we start building around the burn stuff if we get given a lot of burn stuff, but, like, I'm not gonna go out of my way for that. Now kind of neutral? If you say so. Struggling with you. You can body sack though, yeah, we've got resources for that. Neutral for you. You're a little low, but you're not gonna take too much damage. If you resist that attack, it's a pretty weak attack. You are weak to this attack, but like to neutral, I believe in you. Nice.
이 안에 담아주지.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
Yeah, Honglu loses that. He's kind of flailing around, like, pointlessly. He's just, you know, gonna cause himself a worse time later down the line once that attack finally finishes. There we go. He doesn't get staggered, though, so that's, like, good enough in my books. My books are
찌라도 맞았나?
not very
적군이 더 강해진 것 같아.
moral. Yeah, that's, like, pretty good. We're gonna trigger whistles here almost no matter what. That's fine. It'll help you a little bit. You're not gonna win the clash thanks to that, though. Only one day will be in a better spot, though, and we can land of illusion. Yeah, that'll be pretty good. He'll heal his SP back for that. It costs a little bit of gloom, but we do have some gloom, like, build up thanks to the lighter. So I think we're fine with that.
내 팔은 뼈에 있었어.
적확한 한압이었어.
이단을 대지. 또 죽었나?
Yeah, we're doing good. These things should mostly get staggered here, I assume? Land of Illusion still goes through, hits those two. Unless my guy might actually die this turn, because we still have, like, what, 3 lost attacks going through, I'm pretty sure, based on the dashboard. I guess that guy survived. Fair enough. You get staggered, though, and you still got some decent-ish attacks?
죽음으로 참여하라.
Yeah, Moral Enactment, finally. That'll work, then. Alright. So now I think it's the, actual boss of the 4th floor, which could be a little bad, depending on what it is, but, like, we're in a good spot. That's dogs. No, it's not dogs. That's, Fairy Gentleman. No, it's not Fairy Gentleman, it's Fairy Long Legs. I knew what it was, but I just took some time to put 2 and 2 together. This should be fine. You can just attack this guy's arm, really. He's trying to outbleed us, but he cannot outbleed the bleeders. Self-Destructive Purge is going to win these. I have full faith in you. Yeah, a lot of these are not nice clashes. Yeah, point being that. Well, let's see. Who's slow and can possibly clash? Oh yeah, you can go for a Hopeless, yeah. That'll be real good. You can clash. Can you do anything here? No Hopeless? Alright. I have the feeling that we're not going to be able to win a lot of these clashes. Probably called a hunch. You definitely go for this one. You definitely try against this one. You can definitely try against this one. I'm fine with some neutrals. We can take some risks. It'll be a little bit of bleed, which could be problematic if things go wrong, but should be fine. We can do fluid sac here, do your representation emitter. How does this look? Representation emitter works, and it's also hitting all 3 body parts. You're not particularly weak to it, but like you're not weak to gloom either. Not really too big of a need to do elsewise then. Bleed. Like paralyzed next turn. No. Maybe we'll stack some bleed up here. Who knows? And we'll see what the cards say. And you lose. That's fine. 50-50 moment. You also lose. That's fine. 50-50 moment. We're just getting minor amounts of bleed. It'll add up eventually if we, you know, keep on... Oh, that's a... okay. Fine. This is Sandy healing, isn't it? Which is bad, because it means that Sinclair's Sandy gets healed. That's fine. There, that was pretty good, though. Got the crit there. Not like the most damage, but like it's something. Inflicted a little bit of bleed with that. And this will also inflict a little bit of bleed. It won't matter because we've got no bleed count because we don't have Mercil anymore. Okay, you're countering with the body, as you like to do for some reason I still don't really understand. Alright, had nails, inflict nails. He's not gonna have nails. Yeah, no need. See. Who is being attacked here? You guys are probably fine. You're probably fine being hit a little bit. You'll be out of bleed in time, I assume. I mean, Gregor can definitely let that attack go through. Don't think that'll matter. You're clashing that. That's not good though. So you can Sangre de Sancho, more bleed, possibly? Theoretically? Yeah, I think we can stack bleed against this guy, actually, possibly. Maybe not this turn. Like, this turn we're kind of focusing on getting some nails on him. But this will inflict some bleed count. That's something. It's not going to be enough. If he had one more bleed count, I don't think we've got one more bleed count being inflicted here, though. Then we'd be good. Yeah.
적확한 하나비였어.
Paralysis is funny. That's true. But he still has 2 more attacks coming from the arm. So he's going to be out. Shame, we actually stacked a decent amount of bleed on him for having, you know, no bleed ego gifts. The nails will do their part, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, 5 nails is a lot. That's true. Okay, you're trying to spawn a clover now. That's fine. Because we are going to keep on hitting you with a bunch of these. You've got... How much bleed count do you have? How much that's in the arm? 4? Ooh, you're going for... No, you're using these. Okay, that's not good then. Can we inflict bleed, though? Can we inflict bleed count? Not likely. Not looking likely. That's fine. We can actually break the arm here. Will that stop his attacks going through? I don't think so, actually. That's fine. Target less than 4 bleed count. He's actually not gonna have bleed count. Oh. Ooh. You're gonna try Sangre de Sanchoing this as well. Maybe not Sangre de Sancho. Maybe we try Telepole. That's also a neutral. What about his lifetimes do? That's also a neutral. Alright, well I believe in Sangre de Sancho. Maybe for once it'll do it right. This is a stupid thing to gamble off of, but like... I believe in you. We're getting our bleed off. We're going for the build here. You've got a couple nails right now. Oh, you actually have 4 bleed counts, but I think we're actually not going to be able to get the more coins off on Cloud Cutter. But that's fine. Because it'll still do like some decent bleed, I guess. Assuming his attacks go through. I'm pretty sure his attacks still go through. I'm sure he's one of those kinds of units. Oh, yeah. Unfortunate, 50-50 did not play out in my favor. Clover. Oh, his attacks did get cancelled, actually. Yeah, okay, that's good. You're still very bloody, fine sir. You're only attacking twice this turn. Okay. Do we really need to do anything about this? Honestly? You're just buffing him, right? HP healing boost. And attack power up. Yeah, we can just bleed him out, though. I guess we'll have our people who don't have any sort of bleed, like, on them. We'll let them do their own thing. Inflict a bunch of nails, yes. Our bleed count is cool, but it doesn't matter right now, I don't think. We just need to stack the actual bleed itself, mainly. Hopeless, that's fine. Valky nailing. Oh, that actually is a decent chance of winning. Wow. He actually does have that paralysis. Alright then. Sounds good. First Judgment doing something. We focus stacking nails first and foremost, though. Smart passive. Oh, you're healing HP because the target is bleed, right? That's what your passive does now. It might have always been what your passive does. I genuinely could not tell you what Sangre de Sancho's passive did before they did all those Zayan changes. Nice. And he gets an attack off, that's fine. Because he bleeds from that. You're like healing more, you're gaining more power still, thanks to the clover. I don't care. We're believing you. I don't care about what you have to say. We're just going to bleed you out. So silly. Click paralyze. You've got paralyzed this turn already, it seems. But we don't need bleed count, so that's fine by me. You just want to clash, actually. So yeah, sure. You can just clash. I guess you should clash with this. Who's this going for? Going for Hong Lu, and we don't like that. Who's this going for? Going for Faust? Faust can take that. Yeah.
재미는 없겠지만
That works.
그렇게 할게요.
Actually, it's not a one-sided attack, though, because we're redirecting it. Or maybe... I can't tell. It really shouldn't be a one-sided attack, but it might still be, because the game's silly like that. Imagine how much bleed we'd had if we had just wound cleared or something, anything. This is, like, really sad. Okay, you're healing up a bunch. That doesn't matter, because you're bleeding more than you're healing.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
And, like, your Clover's really not doing anything. Which is really funny, you gotta admit. Like, oh no, he's doing the Clover thing, how scary. It's just giving him minor healing and what, power increases? Yeah, wow, what a scare. We're just killing it with our very slow, but it worked in the end method, so guess I shouldn't complain. Power of a small amount of bloodletting. Like, that's like a healthy amount of bloodletting, I think. Oh, I thought that was bleed for a second, but no, it's a fountain full of blood, but it actually isn't bleed related at all. That's cool. Skill with the Wrath, gain more stuff. Poise with skills isn't happening. We'll take this, I guess. It does something for us. We can't say that about all of them. We got 450 cost right now, though, so this is time for Lunar Memory. That's cool, I guess. Gregor, don't bother. Do I take the Clear Mirror Calm Water? Heal up everyone just to be safe. I'll take it. We do have some crits. Against all odds. Event or Abna? We'll take Event. Give me bleed. Okay. This isn't bleed, but like it could be good. Guaranteed, nice. So this will synergize with their pierce stuff. Take another event. This does nothing for us. Okay, now we take a normal fight, that's fine. We got this. We have enough resources now that I could just like fluid sack or something and kill these guys. What did they say they were weak to? I actually didn't look. Might have been Slash. No, it was Blunt. Okay, and you were going first. Fluid sack it is then. Trigger whistles, sure. In case you're wondering why I didn't actually like care that much about like the clash here, it's because we're using fluid sack and there's a decent chance this crits. Oh, it crit. Before you showed up, I think this means it's a crit. Yeah, I think it might have crit, guys. In case you couldn't tell by there's some slight sound cues that may have given you that impression of there possibly being a crit. Love to see it. I love crit synergy on units that don't have any crit whatsoever. You're at 44 sandy because of that, though, yeah. Yeah. Oh well. That's fine. Keep good kills. And that was that. That was all fine and dandy. Okay, normal fight again. This really looks like the most boring path of all time. I got lured in by the double event, I guess. Couldn't resist the possibility of the Bleed Ego gifts, because like there's so many Bleed Ego gifts we get from random events. You'd really think we've seen one, especially since we got like a middle of the run rodeo for damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll roll with that, and then we can like Liquor Domain too. We don't have. Oh, I brought Suddenly One Day. That's right. Fine. Oh, we can Suddenly One Day. You can like Land of Illusion, and you can Self-Destructive Purge. He wins that clash. Oh, you lost 4th match flame. All right. That's fine. Would have been like some nice damage, that's for sure, but like we can live without it. I mean, it is Rodion 4th match flame. It's not the most notable ego out there. Another ego that's very likely to be outclassed as soon as Season 3 releases, because I feel like there's a very decent chance we're going to get a Rodion He ego. Since, you know, Rodion still hasn't gotten an ego since the game launched. And if he does get another Teth that's fighting with a Rhyme Shank, which is undeniably one of the best egos in the game. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's definitely up there, just because syncing is insane solely thanks to that ego, and thanks to the existence of, like, Spice Bush Yisong and Friends. With Friends being just DHA Rodion and Boatworks Ishmael. You're fine. Are you fine? You might be fine. Yeah, we got whistles. I don't know why we wanted whistles, though, so maybe I shouldn't have been so happy about that. Oh yeah, drive this guy insane and, like, stagger plus in the process. Yeah. Get him. Sinclair should actually lose that clash. That's fine. He deserves it. Gotta beat some nonsense into him so he goes insane. I guess. I don't think the best way to do that is like a guy with like a knife, but you know... It might work. He's at 35 sanity, so it worked somewhat. Oh, stagger. Let's go. That's healing. And like I could use egos and stuff here, but like... he'll probably get staggered by something or another. Yeah, he sure did. So there was no need to ego. The only clash we lost was Sinclair, because I was pretty fine with him losing that clash. Because look at him, he's purple right now. That's a sign that he deserved to lose the clash. The rare purple Sinclair. Only has only a 0.0003% chance you ever see that. Trust me. There we go, though. And one more fight. Okay. I mean, we'll have plenty of cost going into the final shop, so... You know, lunar memory? I feel like by saying it, I'm probably, like, jinxing it. Like, it's not gonna come up as long as I'm, like, keep on, like, chanting lunar memory. I think I might be onto something. Yeah, I think you might be. Struggling. You got this. Hopeless. You can block that. Hopeless, you can also block that. Yeah, that's good. We got Fluid Sac. That's why I'm being like this. Because Fluid Sac might stagger a bunch of them if we're lucky. Tails, and it also didn't crit. Don't get me wrong, it's still really good damage, but didn't stagger like as many of them as I would like. So we're gonna take a couple hits here. They're gonna counter bleed us a little bit. Look, like, it's not too bad. Their damage output isn't, like, too insane. They don't have, like, their own Grip Sinclair in this universe, luckily. That would be scary if there was an actual, like, Grip Sinclair equivalent that you had to fight. Just kills you. I can drop another Fluid Sac. I don't see why not. Oh, look at that 26 sanity, happy little orphan boy. Yeah, this'll do it. Everything's definitely staggered now. And quite a few of these are gonna die, I assume. Yeah, one of them did. That's a few. Oh, execution? Buff? Buff time? There we go. Yeah. Not too bad. Now we get our shop. This is Fluid Sec, just such a good get out of jail card. You just use it. We only have 260 costs. I actually thought we'd have more than that. Ooh, bleed synergy, finally. It's like very like middling bleed synergy, but it's bleed synergy, so I'll take it. Pierce synergy? I'll take some pierce synergy. We could change Sinclair's skills, but like he's not a bleed person. So we got a bleed gift after all this time. We have it for
제가
the...
원하는
What is
대로
this? This is the
베어버려도
centimeter
되나요?
fox, isn't it? I think it's the fox. Which should be doable. Not too bad. We can probably bleed the fox a bunch.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나?
You're going for a lot of attacks, which is like cool and all, but like we've got blood. That's what you don't have. What happened to the fox's blood? Who knows? Someone probably like stole it. People do that sometimes. They like steal blood. Sure. Oh, we go for a Sangre de Sancho here for more bleeding, bleeding, my beloved. And then you're just gonna like kill one of these guys. Honestly, what are you guys weak to? I don't know. Really? This really tells a story. How I've only ever used like fluid sac, ebony stem, and pursuance to kill these guys. Well. Do I corrode this? Who does it go for if I corrode this? Not good. We'll just like clash you or something. We could try killing. You're actually gonna like lose horribly, maybe. Well, we do this, we'll redirect it with Sangre de Sancho, because it'll do a good enough job, I think, of doing something. And we're just gonna get hit a bunch. Because, like, if we throw at this point, it's funny. We have so much, like, bleed that we could possibly inflict here, though. Which is kind of what I'm banking on. We don't have, like, any bleed count, though. I'm pretty sure he's going for a 3-coin attack. No, only 2-coin attack. Oh, but we clashed, though, so he's out of bleed anyways. That's fine. We're still inflicting a bunch of bleed, a bunch of nails, all that sort of good stuff. We get one of these off, too, for, like, the minor benefit it provides. Body's almost staggered.
방금은 좋지 않았어.
And we can take these attacks easily enough.
포기하지만 말자고.
Yeah, like, what do you think you're doing to us? Well, you're inflicting some, like, what is it, like, sinking on everyone, some rupture on everyone, something like that. That doesn't matter.
늦으면 내 피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Okay. The body's got a bunch of attacks this turn, but we could theoretically stagger. We've got a lot of high-speed people. More nails? Yeah, I love nails. Inflict bleed, inflict paralyze, sure. Ooh, inflict bleed, inflict nails. You don't have enough bleed count, that's good. And then we finish this off with a purify, which probably loses this. So we telepole. Doesn't redirect. That makes sense, I guess. We can probably, like, a moral enactment clash this then. You're not really doing much of anything here. I guess we could try, like, one of these things, maybe. Or we could just have you lose the clash and get hit. I like that, yeah. Telepole will be, like, good damage, so I just kind of want to go for it. No, he's gonna lose the clash. Oh, this means you run out of bleed count already. Huh. Forgot about that part of this. Well, you do some damage here, that's good. We're still stacking nails, that's the important thing. Because if we stack enough nails, then he's gonna start actually having a decent amount of bleed count each turn. And there's a little bit of paralysis on you, so good luck getting good rolls. Oh, Cloud Cutter. Okay, Telepole will do a good job, I think. Heads, that's fine. It's still really good damage. Because we have the funny effect going on, so it gets the plus 10 clash power, or coin power. Yeah, we staggered the fox, I think. That's the head attacking, not the body, so we're still good. You guys go for more attacks. We can like fluid sack if we're a little worried about our HP, so to get some healing. Got a little bit of rupture going on. Yeah, but look at this body stagger. It's the perfect time to just keep on attacking it with our nonsense, like, no brain strategies. Look at our rupture. Our rupture and our sinking. Yeah, this isn't gonna be great. Oh, that's fine. I've already committed to the bit. I can't stop now. Oh, maybe we did Sangre de Sancho with you, though, for the bleed. Bleed. We love bleed. Like more bleed count. Ooh, bleed. We love bleed. Then you can go for like a You're gonna inflict like 2 bleed. That's something, I guess. Or we could have you Lantern. Try and hit some of those guys. Yeah, that works for me. Oh, we didn't attack with you yet, right? Because you don't have any bleed stuff going on. So we're gonna have you Teleport, perhaps? No, no one else is going for Envy. We save it then. Maybe we ADD then. And like just kill one of these things. I guess we need to actually use the normal one for that. For the sake of killing them, honestly. Who's being hit? Oh, everyone's going for you except for that guy. Okay, we let them all hit Honglu. Honglu will live. Oh yeah, this is the turn where we lose sanity. That's fine. Didn't clear my corrode. Oh, that's fine. If he does, good for him. Because we get our bleed, that's what matters. And we do more. We're doing more damage thanks to the little plushie with every attack because he's always got the bleed. Sangre de Sancho, more bleed.
달려라 루신한테 정의는 승리한다.
Here we go. That's 21 bleed now. That's not bad. That's not bad. We're still getting more nails off with a lot of our attacks. Executions, the third point is going to do a bunch of damage because the amount of nails this guy has. 70% more, in fact. That's quite a few. And Cloudburst is even more bleed. And this is more bleed count. Good, that's like the only thing that directly inflicts bleed count on our entire team. Everything else is just bleed or nails. Mostly nails. There we go. I think we staggered one of the like, umbrellas there. That's good. That means less of them are going to keep on attacking us. Okay, Honglu gets hit a couple times here. He's going to have a little bit of thinking. Like, luckily, like, it's not actual, like, it's mostly just potency, so it doesn't really matter. Those ragged umbrellas protect that fox, really? That's a good question. I don't know. Okay, the body's still, like, pretty bloody. Keep at it, then. Keep on keeping on. Bleed. Okay, yeah. More bleed nails, yeah. Yeah, gripping, yeah. More nails, more nails. Oh, more, yeah. We'll Sangre de Sancho that one. Oh, and this, okay. Looking good. Some little Sandy healing there. Oh, it's third turn, so we've perfect odds even though our Sandy's been destroyed. And was it? No, it's sixth turn, right? No, is it third turn? No, it's not. Do we have perfect odds? No, we don't. I think they're just not lucky, or he's low Sandy. That's right. I forgot. I don't know what's going on. Don't ask me. Don't call me. We're done.
달려라 루신한테 정의는 승리한다.
God, the 6 bleed is really gonna come in clutch here. Dawn, thank you for your support. Look at the amount of bleed this guy's gonna be taking from these attacks that he's inflicting on us. Look at how much damage he's taking. He's like taking like about as much damage as he's dealing. Oh, that's the mass attack. Oh, I forgot he does that actually. Whoop. Oh, that's fancy. No more Sangre de Sanchos. Or at least for one turn. Umbrellas, who approaches the fox? You got good chances. You got this. Yeah, nice. Sinclair loses SP. And all the umbrellas take some damage, but like more got summoned. That's right. That's right. Okay, body's like pretty like low though. We could keep at it. I don't see why not. Like, what reason would we have to attack any other part? Like, honestly. Sinclair, you clash with this, though. Actually, you know, you corroded Lantern that thing. And that won't redirect, though, I guess. That's true. Okay, normal Lantern. Actually, no, normal Lantern's the worst possible choice here, I think. Because if we normal Lantern, then he corrodes and kills all of us. And you know, everyone's gonna die here, like that's for sure. But like we gotta like stack the amount of bleed as much as we can on this guy first, you know? Yeah, look at this bleed damage, look at that. And look at this branch from the Tree of Knowledge rolling ahead. As well. This is probably actually 6th turn. Is it? I mean, you got a heads on branch of knowledge at negative 45 sanity. So I have a feeling we'd perfect. No, it's turn 5. He just randomly got a heads on it at negative 45 sanity on his ego. Okay, the fox is dead though. The fox is dead, bro. That's a victory. Do I feel very victorious? Yeah, I think so. That was a good run. Pretty solid run. Not too many issues. Yeah. Don took 1,000 damage. Makes enough sense. We got a single bleed deal gift, and it's one that doesn't increase the amount of bleed we inflict. And we get all our rewards, though. Look at this. Going from 777 all the way up to 802. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's 225. It's not 250. Never mind. Yeah. We're actually 200. That's actually kind of unfortunate to see. That's solvable though. Wait, give me a second. That's the wrong button. Thread.
나쁘지 않은 결과입니다.
I don't think I actually claimed my rewards yet. I actually didn't need to do that at all. I still have several things to claim. Okay, yeah, I do. Oh well. That just means we're getting even more. Yeah, 75 boxes. That's cool. Good, because I kind of spent all my thread up-tying people I really didn't need to up-die, so I'll need some of that if it's the future. For today, really. More lunacy is good. And not do my extractions, because I'm going to save them for when the new Ego releases. And none of these extract today, because it's an off week. Like a, yeah, off week, I guess. But that sure was an interesting run. I hope you guys all enjoyed that as much as I, questioned a lot of my choices there. You know, the true MVP, you know, in the end was Sangre de Sancho, though. That's probably the most benefit I've gotten out of it, like the 12 bleed it did. That actually was like a third of the entire, all the bleed we actually managed to get onto that guy. Huh. What does this do? Oh, it's 8 bleed if we upside it. Ooh, that's something to keep in mind for the future. That's a big benefit. Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.